guys.
Did you purposely do one warm and one not?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was gonna ask that. I was like, that one's yellow.
If it was too white.
No me veía.
No, you look like fucking Casper. Where's my girlfriend?
Yeah.
Where's my fiance?
I don't know why that's a thing.
Fiance.
Hey, babe.
What?
This is our first podcast we record as fiancés.
How do you feel?
Ah.
Am I on? Hello.
Yeah, you're on. I keep saying that everywhere we go. I'm like, hey, babe, this is the first time we get coffee as an engaged couple. Hey, babe.
You were gonna start your.
Yeah, I want to make a TikTok where it's like, point of view, you just got engaged, and then it's like, hey, babe, this is his first car ride. He got a gout attack the other day, and I was like, hey, babe, this is your first gout attack as a fiance.
As a fiance. All right. Ready?
Ready.
Vive con huevos. A ver, con huevos.
Ready.
All right. What's up, guys? My name is Mario.
My name's Pau.
Welcome back to the Vive con Huevos podcast, episode 48. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Jesus
know
is
anymore.
not here to correct me. Feels weird. Jesus.
It does feel weird without Jesus. Like,
Yeah.
not even AI Jesus is here today.
Yeah, not even AI Jesus. I didn't do programming today. It was just,
No, it took too long.
Yeah, but welcome back, guys. Otro martes con huevos. Before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. Share it with your tias, your tios, your fiancés, suegras,
Fiance.
San-
Woo!
Sanchas, Sanchos, whatever it is that you're into. Make
All
sure
of
to
them.
share our content.
Yes.
But welcome back. Otro martes. Today we are accompanied by recurring guest.
I know. Ya le gustó. Ya
Ya
le
le
gustó.
gustó.
And in place of Jesus.
In place of Jesus, we have AI Melly. we have Melly's best friend. We have Pal's best friend, Melly. Welcome, Melly. Welcome back.
Thank you.
¿Ya te gustó?
Sí.
How is everybody?
Good.
Before we get into the story time, I know I got
Everybody's
a bunch
waiting
of
for
DMs
it. I
today.
know.
A bunch of DMs today. Everyone's like, "Where's the story time?"
They all thought it would have come out like 2 episodes ago.
Little did you know, we've
Little
been
did
like
you
pre-recorded since like October, but we'll get there.
We will
Eventually,
get
we'll
there.
get there. How is everybody?
know. Good.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen you guys for like every single day this past month.
No joke though.
Yeah.
Since Mexico City, I feel like there's been very little time in between that we haven't been hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm good. Went to work today.
Holiday season is starting.
Holiday
Do you guys
season
feel
is
the stress?
Yes. Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the end of the year is always stressful for work.
Yeah.
Just all the
Same.
reports and everything that I have to do for work. And also the money for Christmas presents. I'm a broke baby. I'm sorry. I think everybody's getting Maruchan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's getting a
For
hug
Christmas.
from me.
I keep telling my
Prayers,
parents.
thoughts, and prayers.
Yeah.
There you
Seriously,
go.
I keep telling at least my side of the family, well, like my parents and my sister. I keep saying it's like, dude, like no fucking presents. Like,
Just
let's
for the girls.
Let's just focus on the girls, and that's it. Like, Bao and I don't need anything. Well, unless you're gonna give us money.
Yeah. You don't pay my
Need
bills?
that.
For real, a light bill would be
I'm
nice.
about to send like my Christmas list is gonna be like SDG&E,
Yeah.
$80, AT&T.
For real. But other than that, we don't need anything. So like, stop stressing. I just want to focus on the girls. And then my sister and my dad went shopping, and they're like, "Oh, what are you guys' sizes? What do you guys like?" Like sending us little hints. And I was like, "Bro, how many fucking times do I have to tell you?"
What I do hate though, and I'm gonna call her out right now, is that I got asked for my list, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna send something because if I don't, like, I know how annoying it is when somebody's asking you for a list and then you don't, like, they don't send
Yeah.
you one.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna send it, and then I didn't get a fucking list back.
Yeah.
So I'm calling you out right now. If you haven't sent it to me yet, send it out.
This week or last week, I hope you sent it because it's gonna be way too.
It's like you can't ask me for my list
Yeah.
and then not send me a list. You know. That's just how I think. I don't know.
Do you prioritize certain people in your family, Millie?
The kids.
Yeah.
It's always the kids.
Yeah.
But I always give everyone something. Like I can't not.
Como un
Especially
detalle.
like, yeah. But it's like I do a lot all year. Let's
Yeah.
make those your gifts.
Seriously.
Real.
And they can be.
Facts.
That's like Mario and I always talk about the whole like experience thing.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't have to be on Christmas. Like it can be at any point, but it's just that you're saving that money for
I
that. You know?
bought my dad an experience gift one year, and I bought him a golfing experience with me, and we never went.
No.
Oh, why not?
It just never came up.
Oh, speaking of golfing experience, have you seen the? I don't know if it's new or not, but you can golf at Petco.
Oh
on
yeah,
the roof.
he
Yeah,
did
the
that. No?
Petco links.
Yeah, Diego sent it to me. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember you guys
He
went
likes
to
it.
that one.
Really?
He gets
Oh,
drunk.
I thought it was new.
I think
Like
No?
a few years. They
Oh,
started
okay.
to
Then I'm
golf,
way
yeah.
behind. I just got into golf, so
yeah, you just weren't into golf back then,
Yeah,
so that's
no,
why nobody
really.
told you anything.
honestly. But before we get into today's topics, have you guys seen the Raul Alejandro video with the little girl?
No.
No, it's super fucking cute. So he was at his obviously he was at his concert, but during his concert, he brought this little girl out from the stands, and I shit you not, this little girl was waiting for this moment.
Like she was ready.
She was, yeah. Like she took the stage and she owned it. Like when I first saw it, I was like, it's a dancer. And then I like kept on seeing it. I was like, dude, no, this little, like, I didn't see the one where he pulled her out from the crowd. And like later on, as I was scrolling through TikTok, I saw the one where he pulled her out. And I was like, oh shit. Cause at first I thought it was a real, like legit
Like a backup
dancer. Yeah, like
dancer,
a
yeah.
backup dancer. But no, now that I know how to screen share on here.
Yes. Mario actually made me stop watching
Oh,
the
yeah.
video so that he can get my raw reaction.
Really?
Yeah. Because he was like, no, wait, I should have shown you this, but I'm going to have to put my glasses on, baby.
Oh yeah.
Sorry
you
for the glare. Where are my glasses?
Oh, I'll put them right here.
Oh, you're screen sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, we fancy now.
Yeah, we're legit
She
here.
fine,
Look,
girl.
Cam.
Oh, she has all.
Wait, but is that the one where he
attitude.
pulled her up?
Like right in the beginning, you can kind of tell.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. It's because she goes on there
Yeah,
like
she
ready to
goes-
shine.
Her outfit too.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at her. Oh,
Oh, wow.
look at that. Oh my God, the confidence in this little girl.
Yes.
She has to be in
Yeah.
dance classes, right?
Of course.
Like no little girl
'Cause,
just knows how to
yeah.
dance
or
like that.
actually, maybe she just dances at home.
Watch TikToks
But,
all
like-
day. Look at that. No, there's no
Wow.
She
way.
was ready.
She said, "It is my time to shine."
Look at him on the floor.
Literally, oh my God. He's like, what? He's probably so proud of himself right now. Like, I
For real,
really
I
picked
like-
that little girl out of the crowd.
I would have
Look at
adopted
her.
her.
Look at her. Hey. Oh,
She's good.
this is it. She's now famous. Like, this little girl is now forever famous.
Hopefully, she gets hired by
Seriously.
someone. You know,
No, next thing you know, she's just at all of his concerts.
right? You have to have a lot of confidence to be able
Yeah.
to do that shit.
I mean, most people that you put up there, adults or kids, get super shy and just like
Yeah.
stand there, you know? Imagine the fact that this little girl just got chosen. Her parents are probably so proud.
She is so good.
I would have been so proud. Oh,
Oh, okay.
Wobble wavy.
Wait, you started it over.
No, this is a different one.
Oh,
But like,
my favorite part is when they like sing to each other. Yeah. Look at her, the
Oh,
girl.
look at her.
Oh, she's so happy. Oh, I hadn't seen this one.
Ooh, I'd be happy too.
I know. This is goals. When I have a daughter, I hope she's this cool.
Right? She's got rhythm.
Aww.
How cute.
Ahí déjenla.
Right?
for real, like the rest of the concert.
She obviously's got the moves.
I would have been
That's
so
cute.
proud if I was her dad.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
Seriously.
watching her.
Proud dad moment.
Did you actually, speaking of Raul Alejandro, I saw a TikTok today on my way, well, not on my way home, but like before coming home, of he sang the song with Rosalia at his concert, and I guess it's like the last time he's gonna sing it because she officially has another boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so like he started crying like on stage and everything, and I guess for what the TikTok led to believe, but I could be wrong, is that was it. Like that was the last time he was gonna sing it, or I don't know if they meant like it's the like he's playing it for the last time now, knowing that like she has a boyfriend.
So it's not like for her, I guess. Or, yeah.
So I was like, oh, that sucks. But I mean, I didn't even know.
She's dating the guy from I don't know the actor's name from
right?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know who she was dating when I saw. I was like, oh, I didn't know
the
she
chef
was
from
dating
Bear.
Yeah.
Bear.
Oh, yeah.
I just started watching that with my sister.
It's really
a
good. Yeah, it's really good. When Bao and I first we tried to get into it, but it was giving me so much anxiety.
He had so much anxiety, and I was like, I really want to watch this, but he was just so anxious.
I was like, someone give this man his fucking plate. It looks like a really good series,
that
though.
he gets put under like through that school, it's insane. But structure.
Yeah, we got to go back and finish it because I don't think we got past like 3 episodes.
I don't know. We didn't get that far.
Because Mario was anxious.
It was really bad. It was really bad. But anyways,
that little girl. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yeah, probably gonna make that a clip.
Yeah, no, she was good. I wish that. Not I wish, but I guess like it'd be really cool if you, like more people experienced that, like when you went to concerts, you know, because like that's such a cool experience to see the little girl up there. Like,
I don't know what I would do though. They'd pull me up there.
Oh
like,
fuck no! I would just stand there like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like she was ready for that moment. She was like, "This is my moment, and I'm taking it like full send."
When we went to go watch Bad Bunny here at Petco Park, somebody gave him like a sunflower.
Yeah.
Or something from the crowd. And I thought that was really cute that like he grabbed, it was a little kid too. And I was like, I remember thinking like, oh, that's really cute that he grabbed it from them. Cause like that makes a kid's whole like life, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
or like when
I went to go see Karin Leon, I'm like, just look at me, please.
Maybe like, take me. Fuck that. Take my sunflower. I'll bloom for you.
Dude, facts though.
I do want to go see him. I know we said that, but
I really regret not going to watch him when he was here.
We gotta go.
Yeah,
I'll go again for like the 10th time. I don't care.
The other person that I really want to go see is Julian.
Oh yes, we have to.
Yeah, we have to.
I saw at least once.
Yeah, hell yeah, because I never saw him prior to like.
When he got banned.
Him getting banned from the world.
I remember when he got banned from Spotify. That shit hurt my heart
like,
because
it's not coming out.
Yeah, like what you would search his songs, they salían como playlists, pero él no salía en el playlist, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I
got banned from like the world. The radio stations weren't playing him.
That was sad because he has some bangers. Yeah, but that was pretty sad. Well, as you guys can tell, we like music here. Yeah. That's all we ever talk about, apparently, was this should be a music podcast.
Well, it is December, and I'm actually getting ready for the Coachella drop.
I know. I'm excited for that. I know. We need to get that Airbnb. I was looking at Airbnbs this morning. Well, I've been looking at Airbnbs. But, like, prices haven't changed. Availability is, like, all the same, you know? But I'm just like, what the fuck? I literally told him this morning, I was like, this is the last year we go to Coachella. like the prices.
But I don't know.
I know. I think you should go.
I think we should go too.
I think it depends on the lineup. If the lineup is good, I'm down. But like last year, there was only a few people that I liked, and I just remember at one point I'm like laying on the grass and I'm just.
Oh, the last time we went, yeah.
I'm so.
That's
tired.
true. We did. There was a few days. Was it day one?
There were a few moments where
I don't remember what day, but I was like, okay, like, ¿y ahora qué? You know? But there's a lot going on at Coachella. I definitely just want to go for, like, the vibes now. Yeah. It's like, I do obviously, like, look for specific artists and stuff, but, like, it's for the vibes. But, the Airbnbs are wild. They I guess, so, like, when I divided it between the people going, like, it's a little more expensive than the past years. But then, like, if there's more of us, it's obviously, it's way less people than before. So, I'm like, maybe it's not as bad. I'm just used to going with a group of, like, 12 people.
Éramos un chingo.
Yeah. So, and now it's 7.
Oh, talking about Coachella, Karin Leon is going to be at Stagecoach.
So we think he's going to be at Coachella.
I low-key think he's going to be
If he is, I'm going.
I feel like this year...
I'm going to Photoshop a ticket and put the lineup and put it on there. Maybe look!
I feel like this year's going to be like a Latino takeover for Coachella.
You think so?
I feel like last year they took out a lot.
Yeah.
Like there were some, but the years prior to that, there was more.
I just
Wait,
feel like,
really? You thought so?
Yeah.
I feel like right now there's just a lot more, like Karin Leon, and he has a lot of features, like Grupo Frontera.
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Peso Pluma. I just feel like there's a lot going on in that scene. I also don't know anything else
Peso
outside
Pluma
of that.
has to be there, dude.
Yeah, I just feel, I mean, maybe it doesn't take it over, but I feel like maybe a Mexican artist will headline.
Or Grupo Frontera. That'd true.
Be nice.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be. I don't know. I mean, well, Bad Bunny headlined this year,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
so
true.
that's kind of already like
Or
a
more like
Latino.
a. Yeah.
But you're talking about like
Like
banda, like
yeah,
regional.
Yeah, regional, yeah.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
I don't know. I don't know if they'll headline them though. Maybe Peso Pluma because he has so many remixes and
Do you
like
guys
different.
like him like that?
Some of them.
He's grown on me.
You
Yeah.
know, I think I know like maybe 1 or 2 songs.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah.
No,
I
he's
don't know.
grown on
it's
me.
just that genre of like Spanish or regional music.
Like,
It's
yeah.
just not it for me. I like more like the old.
Yeah.
Like the
style.
old banda, yeah.
Well, yeah, nothing will ever compare to
Yeah.
that.
So
Definitely.
it's kind of
but-
hard for me to get into that kind. But
Yeah, I get
good.
that. But no, he did grow on me. I feel like now I do like his song. Ever since he came out with Grupo Frontera,
Yeah.
that was like the song that came out. I was like, okay, this is good. Like, this is cool. And then now since I listened to that, his songs would come up.
he's
you
good
see.
in he's good like in reggaeton and stuff too. I'm like,
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe because he does
yeah,
kind of have a
like
mix.
little
And
mix of everything.
so, I don't
We
know.
at least for
Guess
sure
we'll
know that
see.
Bad Bunny isn't gonna be there.
No, he won't be.
Why?
'Cause
He's
it's-
on
he's
his
on
tour.
tour and like the usually like
Oh yeah, it's expensive ass tickets.
Yeah,
bro.
fuck that.
But we were
Not
looking at
happening.
like where he was gonna be around that time,
And
and he was
far
gonna
away.
he was gonna be like on the East Coast, I think.
Yeah, he's not close. Because I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well, if he's in LA, like he would
Yeah.
make an
Yeah, yeah,
appearance or
yeah.
something, you know. But he's not. He's pretty far.
Someone did that one of the year, or was it him?
No,
that
it
he
was
came
not.
out.
No, it was somebody else. I remember that they had a concert.
They had a concert
and then
in
they
LA.
went to Coachella after.
Yeah,
Who was it?
I don't remember who it was, but I do
and we were waiting, and then like
Coachella Angel.
bro,
Let us know.
yeah, Coachella Angel Chavez. But no, yeah, and we like timed it, like how far it was from the venue in LA to Coachella, and
And
that's
then he did
exactly
show
how
up.
long it took him from when it ended to when their set started.
Was it J Balvin? I think it was J Balvin.
Oh,
was.
might have been
I think it
him.
was J
was.
Balvin, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we kind of waited for him too. Like, no salió como que exacto, según yo. But I don't know. I think it was that year where it was Bad Bunny, J Balvin, and yeah, it
Yeah.
was them too.
It
That was a
the-
good
the-
year. That
the-
was a fun year.
The
That
Oasis
was
tour.
a fun year.
The Oasis.
The Oasis tour. That was a fire album.
That was. I'm so sad that we never got a tour out of
Yeah.
that because it was fucking COVID. But like they got us through COVID for sure.
Yeah.
Like that album helped. But yeah,
He
it
didn't
was,
do a tour.
they didn't know
Not
because they came
for-
out with it during COVID and they never did the Oasis tour. Like I expected them to do one together, like J Balvin and Bad Bunny. I always wonder if they're still friends.
I don't think they.
I don't think they are either. I think Bad Bunny got too snotty now.
You think so?
Yeah.
But after that, did you ever see Melly the J Balvin, the one on Amazon?
His like
Documentary.
documentary.
No,
Yeah,
I
he
didn't.
kind of seemed like I don't know.
J Balvin?
Yeah,
What did he seem like to you?
too needy.
Really.
He's a sentimental boy.
Okay, it's cute when it's J Balvin, but fuck Mario, right?
he's a gentle boy. No, he was. I know. I feel like he just has a lot of mental health. Like he's very like he advocates for mental health. So I feel like after I watched the documentary, I understood him a little more. Obviously, because I learned more about him. But like it was just like, oh, interesting that like this is how he sees things. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I could see him being needy. I took it more as a like, oh, he has a lot of mental problems. So like he just takes his time and like listens to his mind and body, you know. I love his dog.
Lobo, ¿cómo se llama?
I don't know, but if you give me the option between meeting J Balvin and his dog, I'll meet his
the
dog.
But I do get your,
He's so cute.
I do get your point though, because everyone's been bashing like Bad Bunny on the new album, like how arrogant he's come off and stuff like that. But
And like I get that with fame and money comes the arrogance, and like I understand that, but
We like humble.
we like humble Bad Bunny, you know, like I like when he like gives the things. Like I remember when we watched him the concert we went to here, or the shit show
first
concert.
one.
Shit show because it was a lot of fun. Shit show, not because it was a bad time. He like spent like a solid 15 minutes like
Oh yeah, like,
shaking everybody's hand in the front row or like giving them a high five or something, and then thanking everybody and like very humble, very like that was cool. You know, like I like when artists interact with their audience that way because in reality, like yeah, we did fill up this arena for you and like we are here to see you. So
he
it's
sang
nice
every
that
song.
yeah.
That was a very fun.
That was a
concert, though.
fun concert. But then yeah, it's just kind of like now it's just like he's just like kind of I don't know. He has
Se
a
le
little
sube,
attitude. Yeah. But
I'm still.
I mean, I'm still a
Nah, I'm still a
fan.
fan.
I am too. But I just feel like I see it in him
I
now.
know,
Like
yeah,
the
I-
way his
I didn't
videos.
really like the last album though.
I feel like a lot of
people
people
didn't,
didn't. I definitely liked it. I like Trap Bunny though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like my there's like a side of me where like I like that arrogance.
Yeah.
But that's just
Yeah.
me, like, you know. I'm
It's
like that
it's like
too.
an ego thing.
Yeah.
No, and I
I'm
get
I'm
that.
the
Like
shit.
it is like, oh, okay, like, you know.
Yeah.
But no, there's just times where I'm like, ay, bájale tu pedo un poquito. Like just a little bit. Like don't forget where you came from.
It's I feel like it's a very good gym album.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I liked
it's-
the
Yeah.
album. Yeah, and I do like Trap Bunny as well, and I did like the album. There are a few that I'm like I could discard them. Like I don't really care for them, but the majority of them I liked.
Monaco goes hard.
Yeah.
But
The one that I liked, of course, No Me Quiero Casar.
oh, yeah.
That's true. That's what you told me. You're like, la única que me gusta es esta, and I was like, bruh, of course.
Yeah. I like Monaco, but I feel like it's overplayed now. Like everyone started using it
Yeah.
for the reels and the TikToks, and it's on everybody's stories. I'm like, oh, y'all fucking ruined it for me.
Well, it's the one song. Like,
Yeah.
remember when it came out, I was like, what's going to be the one song? Because, like, I couldn't pinpoint one because there wasn't a radio song on the... Even the one that is it Raúl Alejandro? Who does he have a song with on the album?
I know who you're talking about. Cause
That
we
you would
hadn't-
think that, like, okay, that would be the radio song. But, like, even the song, I was like, no, I don't think this is it. And I never expected Monaco to be the one. Yeah.
I'll look it up later. It's gonna take me
Yeah, it's okay. I don't remember. Somebody's already correcting us
Yeah.
right now. They're yelling at us through their screens.
But speaking of concerts and people running through all their songs and talking
gonna
to
do
their
this?
fans, we're gonna do it
What are
because
we
we were
doing?
so excited, and this
We're
was
gonna
my
talk
first
about fake
experience.
Luis.
Oh.
Yeah, for
Okay.
Luis and me. But first, Jesus, pause.
We're back.
Yeah.
All right, so we're really gonna talk about this.
We're gonna talk about it. We went to
I think we
Mexico.
all. I think it's interesting though because we're all gonna have three very different perspectives.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting topic
Wait, hold
actually.
on, wait.
Does it look like I have a big black dick in my mouth?
No, just so it's angled so your voice goes in.
The other, I was listening to the last Talk and Talk, and we were talking about the balloon,
yeah.
and we kept saying big black dick, and I was like, dude, if you're not watching this, oh, you're saying big black dildo.
Yeah.
And I was like, you probably really do think there's a big black dildo behind us, and I was like, it was a balloon, guys.
A balloon dick.
All right. Anyways,
So we went to Mexico
we
City.
went to Mexico City for a variety of reasons.
One reason.
And the reason we planned the trip was because of Luis Miguel.
Yeah.
So the man went on tour. For those of you that do not know, my mom more than anything, but I also have a profound love for him. My mom is like #1 fan, has seen him in his prime, like since he was little. Saw him perform like practice, como se cuando ensayan antes de sus conciertos.
Like the sound check.
Yeah, because my tia used to work for the concert, the ticket place in TJ, and so like she would get him in. She has a signed jacket by him. Like this woman is a fan. And well, that little like translated into little Paulina because like I would always listen to him when I was little, and I love Luis Miguel, and I've seen him a couple times in concert. The first time I saw him, it's when he was like orange and looked like a Oompa Loompa. And I thought it was an amazing concert, but my mom was like, absolutely not. This concert sucked. And then we saw him in Valle, and that for sure, it blew my mind. And I know my mom said that it was way better than when he was orange and looked like an Oompa Loompa, but still not it, right? But it's like, well, you can't compare 20-year-old Luis Miguel to 40 or 45-year-old Luis Miguel, whatever his age was at the time. So I thought it was an amazing concert, and I was really excited to see him in Mexico City. And the reason we chose Mexico City is because, like, he came here. We could have just gone to his concert here, but we chose Mexico City because I was like, es el sol de México. O sea, huevo que tiene que dar un pinche show acá súper, súper, súper chingón. Y pues, don't ever travel for your...
Yeah.
Don't ever travel to a different country for your... actually, no.
Travel.
No, I meant like for the concert.
No, do it for a concert too. I think experiencing things like that in another,
Country or whatever.
state or whatever, it's worth it. Whether you like it or not. Like, I wasn't a fan of it, but still, good time, good experience. you
No,
know?
I agree. But I did see, because did you see that Carol G did the one in Colombia, and she did like a whole fest?
I would love to go to that.
That was amazing. And then like Bad Bunny, when he did the one in Puerto
Rico.
Rico, he also did like the Bad Bunny fest. So it's like I was
You
I
expected
wasn't
something like
expecting
that.
the fest out of
No,
Luis Miguel, but I was
expecting
expecting
a
more.
show.
Yeah.
Like, and it was okay.
Yeah,
It was okay.
It was
That's what
just
I wanna
okay.
say. Okay.
What's you go, babe? You give your point of view, and then we'll go down the line.
At least from like my point of view or my perspective, it was like it's the first time I had ever seen Luis Miguel. So I was like super excited. So like I really didn't have anything to compare him to. So it's not like your mom who like had gone to all these concerts. So I was like, I don't know what to expect. Of course, it didn't help that like
We watched the series.
Yeah, what's like fresh in my mind is the series.
Yeah.
And Diego
Boneta.
Yeah, Diego Boneta.
And you had just rewatched the series too.
Yeah. And then all of my TikToks of Luis Miguel is younger Luis Miguel.
Yeah.
So it's like when he's like playing with like the audience and he's like ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like that to me would have been like I would have died. I would have fucking
And he didn't do
melted.
it.
And he didn't do shit.
No.
He didn't do shit. But okay, so also devil's advocate. It's the first time that I ever see Luis Miguel, and we had talked about it in pods before that. I think I forgot which one we were talking about. We were talking about concert tickets.
And how
we were
expensive they are.
Yeah, but we were talking about how like for certain artists, okay, I'll drop the money, because if you think about it, Luis Miguel hadn't been on concert for
5 years.
5 years. Pretty sure my man is not gonna go back on tour. So I was like, okay, this is my one chance to go see him. So I enjoyed it in that aspect.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the show that I was
Yearning for.
expecting. Yeah, like I wanted to be
Yeah.
like when La Incondicional came out, I was expecting to like cry and like ba-da-ba-ba-ba, you know, like that's what I wanted.
You know,
yeah.
you wanted to feel it.
Like when I cried at Bad Bunny, that's what I wanted. I wanted to cry with Luis Me. And then it also didn't help that my man apparently has a fucking disfigured face.
I don't.
Oh
Okay,
my
so that
God,
was
you
like a
guys.
conspiracy. Like I don't know if that's true, but it makes fucking sense.
I was so irritated.
We were all
we
irritated.
were on the right side of the stage, and this man only sings to the left side. Like very rarely does he turn around and sing, say hi, nothing. I was like,
I think we saw his face
Like,
4 times.
yeah.
Out of the whole
A handful.
concert, like not very many. He would only turn to the left side of his audience, and then like when he would walk towards the left side, and then walk backwards towards the right side.
So the whole time, like we were just seeing his back, and I was looking at the screen, and it also didn't help that they didn't on the jumbo screen. They didn't like play him.
Yeah.
They weren't screening him.
Yeah.
So that kind of like threw me off too. But at one point I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm here. I'm gonna enjoy the moment.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
gonna enjoy my whiskey and like sing.
Yeah.
my chips.
Yeah. And your nasty ass pizza.
Oh my god.
Dude, worst pizza of my life. I was like,
That was a pretty sad
Yeah.
moment in Melly's life.
But overall, I mean, it was nice to have had experienced
yeah.
it.
Pues no deja de ser Luis Miguel.
Yeah.
Right? But
I
like
agree.
And then my man started on time, which fucking
right
threw me off.
on time.
Yeah.
Because we were all in line.
We were in
Melly was
line.
getting something to eat. We were getting something to drink. And next thing you know, we hear, ah, ha, ha, and we're
I
like,
actually
oh,
thought it
shit.
was fake. Like, because
Yeah.
you know how sometimes they'll play
Go
the
to the
music and people
commotion.
start to cheer. And we were in line to get a drink, and I really fucking wanted a drink.
Yeah.
And my mom like was like mad because I didn't want to go, and I was like, well, I do want to go, but I want the drink, and I bet you he's not even out. But like, no, he actually
out,
came out.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, I'm glad we did walk into the arena. But yeah, it was like 9:06, like literally right on time, and he ended right on time. Like
Yeah.
he said, I'm not giving you guys an extra second
No
of my
encore
time.
nor
No.
nothing.
No.
Yeah.
I
I
was
really thought he was gonna come back out.
Me
though.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Because like all his like crew stayed on the stage, the backup dancers.
They weren't
everyone.
turning the lights on.
No.
Like solid 5 minutes that we all just stood there thinking he was gonna come back out, and then
And
he
nothing.
didn't. That did like low key disappoint me because like you could have came out for another one, and I guess he did come back out in the San Diego concert. So like it fueron por sus huevos ese día.
Yeah.
He was coughing a lot, like. He
Throughout
got
the
sick.
concert.
Yeah, he got sick at like the beginning of his tour, and he's probably just hasn't recuperated.
Yeah.
But that was really annoying me because he, like, poor man, I get it, he was sick, but like he would start the songs late because he was coughing and drinking water.
water,
So
yeah.
like I'm already into the chorus, and he's
then
barely
he's
starting
barely
the song, and I'm like, wait, what? Like,
Así no va.
así no va. O también
Así
como,
no me la sé, así no me la sé.
yeah, ya no las canta, las
Yeah.
habla.
Yeah.
And so I was like, así no me la sé, like me la sé cantada, like I don't know. So I felt like I was super off when I was singing. Yeah, I don't know. It was fun. It was a good time. Like I'm glad we went, but overall, I mean, the concert, like it missed It missed.
It missed the oomph.
Yeah.
Like the.
He came out with the mariachi for 3 songs.
Yeah.
He played 4. The mariachi played 4. The first one, he was nowhere
Not
to be
there.
seen.
Yeah.
And then he came out for the next 3 songs. And that was it. And that's the one part of the concert I thought was going to be better than his
Worth
other
it and all
ones.
that,
Because
you're-
estás
yeah.
en la Ciudad de México, eres el Sol de México, y estás con el mariachi, ¿sabes? So I was like, he's for sure gonna sing like all of his mariachi songs. Y pues no, ¿cuál? We went to Xochimilco the next day and we got a mariachi and they sang better than him.
For real.
I even told them, I was like, no, pues le salió mejor que a Luis Miguel anoche.
Yo, I don't think I got a video of that, but when the mariachi in Xochimilco started hitting the roof
Oh,
of the,
yeah,
of
it scared the
trajinera,
shit
I
out
was
of
like, oh, fuck.
We're gonna drown.
Yeah.
At the Titanic. No. Yeah. So, and then it was fucking pouring rain.
Oh my God, Paulina didn't wear a jacket.
I didn't wear a jacket. It
know.
wasn't supposed to rain. And I was wearing a fucking skirt and a
And heels.
sleeveless
Oh,
shirt.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I was so
My
mad at
feet
myself.
were so
Soaked.
wet.
Soaked.
Y luego el chofer se quedó
Un poquito lejos, pues,
yeah.
porque había manifestación de taxis y pues es un desmadre entrar a la arena.
It
But
was
yeah.
a fun shit show.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was a good time. Like I would
Yeah.
do it again in a heartbeat. But it was
Yeah.
just like
I like underestimated how long or how bad the traffic was gonna be.
Guys, to get there, it took us 2 hours. 2 hours. How
6
many
miles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6
6
miles.
miles.
2 hours.
Not even exaggerating.
no,
I
like
cried.
I can
2 hours.
I can probably route it for you right now
Yeah.
and show you that it was no more than 8 miles
Yeah.
from the Airbnb to the arena, and it took us 2 fucking
Insane.
hours.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Like the traffic in Mexico City sucks as it is, but that day was just
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
and it
that was
didn't
bad.
it didn't help. I should have gone to the bathroom before I left.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
When I
I
left the
know.
Airbnb, but like halfway through, I was like, "Damn, I'm turtling really hard right now." When we got to the bridge, like when he was like, "No sé."
The barely.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When we got to the bridge and he's like, "Los dejaría aquí, pero no es buena área." I was like, "I don't give a fuck. I'll
We're
run."
like, "Let me out."
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was like, no, a mí me deja
Yeah. She's
enfrentito.
like, no, en la puerta, por favor.
Well, it was already pouring rain, and yeah, I mean, I didn't have a jacket,
Yeah.
and then like I was wearing a skirt and heels, open-toed heels. You were wearing sandals, no?
Because I didn't want to wear heels.
Oh, y
Yeah.
para acabar se quedó donde había un charco, ¿no?
Un charcote,
Yeah,
sí.
oh, sorry, Mario Hernandez. Where our
puddle.
driver was, there was this huge ass
Puddle.
fucking puddle. No, it wasn't a puddle. That shit was like a lake.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, yeah, the rain was bad, but whatever. We made it through.
Oh,
Yeah.
when we got back in the car, yeah.
Yeah.
But-
When we got off the car, I lost you guys for a second.
Really?
guys-
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And
I
was,
thought
like,
you
on
were
the
with
other
my
side, and
mom.
I'm like, where are my friends?
When-
So
yeah.
Bao and I turned around because I looked at the vendors.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to see if there's
Like an
an
poncho.
umbrella or a poncho, or I was like this close to buying her a shirt to like
Yeah.
just put it over her head, like Germany. But then and so yeah, todos empezaron a cruzar la calle, and I was like, oh shit, and then yeah, we did lose you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought you had crossed with my mom, and then I asked my mom, I was like, "Where's Melly?" She's like, "I don't know. I thought she was with you." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Mi
And then
suegra
I
ya
look
estaba
over and
adentro.
both of you were
Yeah.
all going up the stairs. I was like, hold on, wait for me.
Yeah, I turned around, I saw you, and I was like, "Okay, well, I viene." But yeah, that's true. That did happen.
Yeah, my suegra was like already inside. As soon as like
She was ready to
yeah,
go.
she's like Luis Miguel, fuck it,
Yeah,
jet.
yeah.
How was your experience though, Melly? Had you seen him before?
No, I hadn't.
Okay.
I hadn't seen him. I'm not a huge Luis Miguel fan. I do like his songs. I know his songs, and I love concerts. So I
Yeah.
was, it's not the reason why I went.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a bit.
But I was down for it. I feel like I get he's old, and like you're not gonna sing the same or whatever. But I just feel like I don't know. Like I just didn't like the whole not turning right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had fun. I had my chips. Except I really did have the worst pizza of my life. I had like one bite and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
The chips were okay too. They put too much tahini on that.
Yeah, they
Really?
were different.
I was like choking at one point.
I
was
remember
like,
that.
huh.
Yeah, and then they gave you ketchup.
Yeah, for what? I'm like,
They
Oh,
like
ketchup
added
really?
my ketchup. Yeah,
I
Oh, I
was
didn't
so
see that.
confused.
because
was a
it
good
wasn't
time.
like papitas, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, no.
Like
Melly really likes pizza, so as soon as I saw her put the pizza away and not finish it, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna eat
We
that
knew
shit.
it wasn't
So
good.
I'm not- she offered me some, and I was like, no, bro, I saw you put that away.
Yeah.
The whiskey though.
The whiskey was
The
really
whiskey
good.
was really
I
good.
had
Big ass
never
cup
had.
she got you.
Un doble.
Yeah, the dobles.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I had never had. So like I love Johnny Walker Black with mineral water and like a splash of squirt, just to like give it a little sweetness. And they had it there with manzanita instead of squirt, and I had never had it that way. And I was like, I don't know, that's a little weird, like
Did it taste
manzanita. Dude, it was so good.
was bomb,
yeah,
yeah.
I was like, okay, maybe this is my new way of
Yeah.
drinking it. Because it definitely like complemented. It had a little too much for my liking. Like I would have done more mineral water and less manzanita, but like it was good, you know? So I was like, oh, this is it. This is my new drink. So yeah, overall, I mean, the quality of his concert ain't there anymore. But he's always going to be Luis
He's
Miguel, you know?
worth it to go
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
him. You know?
It's like the last
my
concert
tia
Vicente
was
Fernandez
like,
did. Like,
you go. She's
Yeah.
like, it's hard to get those tickets. Like, go and have fun. I'm like, yeah, I am.
yeah.
I was like FaceTiming her. She's
Yeah.
like, no veo nada.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how you got signal. I was trying to FaceTime my parents and
Yeah.
no entraba
no,
la
no
llamada.
entraba nada.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like, toma videos, me los mandas.
I'm just really glad no one was next to me.
You know, I did like that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
liked
I
that.
liked
we
it
were
too.
alone.
Yeah.
I'm like, nice.
Yeah, I
that's,
liked that
That's how
too.
I saw Alejandro Fernandez.
Mm.
Kind of same exact setting. It was good.
Yeah, I prefer that than like being
In a
surrounded by
crowd,
a shit ton of people. But
Like, I like
the people in the front row were
they were having a
living.
blast. I was
They
like
were
watching them the
living.
whole time, and they were having a great time.
At one point, I wanted to Photoshop our
Same.
tickets.
I was
Yeah.
thinking the same thing, but then
Yeah.
I was kept looking down there, and they would like watch you go to your seat.
Yeah.
So and I was like, "There's no way."
Yeah. I saw 4 open seats, and I was like, what if we just Photoshop those? But I was like, no vaya a ser que esos pinches
Lleguen,
asientos
yeah.
son del vicepresidente, no sé qué mamada, de Coppel, de, you know? And I was like, no, never mind, bro.
yeah, no, because we didn't check ahead of time to see
Yeah.
like what tickets were. I mean, they were all sold, but like what tickets weren't resold or whatever. And and who knows? I mean, with how bad the traffic was, like
Oh god.
there
to get
has
out
to
of
be
there.
people that missed it, or like
Oh,
at
yeah.
least half the
Like half of
concert.
it,
You
yeah.
know,
That's true. Yeah.
there has to be, because that was bad. Never expect. Like I knew it was gonna be bad, but I didn't think it was gonna take us
Not
2
that
hours.
bad,
I thought
yeah.
it would take us an hour and a half. You know, I was like, and that to me was.
I was
pushing it.
expecting an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It took us like 45 minutes to get anywhere.
Yeah, I did. Anywhere we would go, it was for a solid 40 minutes.
I could not live in Mexico
Seriously.
City. I would be
No.
late everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
Sí, por
Sí, de por sí.
Yeah.
Yeah. Triple late.
You know, I try.
You've been very good this year.
yeah,
Yeah.
you were a lot better this year. I remember there was a few times where I was like, who the?
Yeah,
She's
who's
here
this?
already?
She's early.
Or I would like, she would be like, oh, I'll pick you up at X time. And I'd be like, okay. And then to me, it was like in like 40 minutes after that. And then I wouldn't be ready. She's like, I'm outside. And I was like, holy shit, I'm not ready. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a minute.
You never know what to expect.
You don't. So now I just have to be ready because I'm like, well, she might get here on time. She might not. It's a mystery with Meli.
That's true.
But yeah, what else did we do in Mexico City? We went.
Can I say what we did in Mexico?
But now for the real reason you all are here.
The real reason you guys want to listen to this episode.
You can say it, Emily.
They're engaged. That's the reason why I went to Mexico.
Yeah.
That
City.
is the reason.
That is. So, like you said, Meli is not a fan of Luis Miguel. But the original plan, we were going to go with some friends, and then
They weren't able to.
they
go
weren't able to
anymore.
go. Meli already knew that I was going to propose in Mexico City. So the moment I told her, she was like, dude, I'm fucking there. You just fucking tell me when you're going to do it, and I'll show up as a surprise. I'll take Paulina's grandma. And I was like, yo, hold on.
I dead ass said that. I was like, me and Yolis will catch a flight that day. Like, we will be there.
That is so funny.
So I told her, I was like, well, pues aprovecha y dile que vas a ir con nosotros. And like, we had the extra ticket. And originally, Meli was like, okay, pero you tell her. And they're like, oh, what are you going to do with the extra ticket? You should sell it to Meli. And I sat on it for like a day. And I was like, okay, how do I bring this up? When do I say it? Like, it all seems kind of weird. And
He
then
texts me the next day. He's like, I can't. She's going to be like, Meli doesn't like Luis Miguel.
Yeah.
Why is she going to go?
and I would have
Yeah.
said that.
yeah.
No, I wouldn't have said, why is she going to go? Like, it
But
would
it
have
would've
been
been weird.
It would have been weirder than the way it happened. Because, like, I know that you'll go for the trip and you'll go to the concert whether you like them or not, you know? But, like, I think you being like, oh, give it to Melly would have
Yeah.
been kind of like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Why?
she doesn't like him.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think she'll want it, you know?
Yeah.
So the last time I was on the pod, after I asked her, I already knew they had canceled and everything, and I was like, so who's going? And then she's like, oh, just us three. And I'm like, what about the ticket? She's like, we're just gonna lose it. And I was like, no, I'll go. I'll take the
And that was like the perfect way of saying it, because I did not think it was weird at all. And I was like, yeah, Melly would do that just to go on another trip.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
they got engaged.
And we got engaged.
It's a long
Show the
time
ring.
coming.
Show the ring. Show the ring.
I don't know what camera to show it to.
That one.
Yeah, so I obviously had no idea, but apparently everybody else in the world
Everybody
didn't
knew.
know.
I was really excited. Okay.
Okay, he stressed me
And
out
I
because
do.
he literally told all our friends, and I'm like, someone's gonna make a comment, like they're gonna say something, they're gonna throw it out there, and I was like, oh my god.
I'm so proud of our friends. There's specific ones that I'm very proud of because I feel like they always make comments here
Yeah.
and there, or like there's one of our friends that like dead ass does not know how to like not say anything. And it's funny because she's always told me like, dude, when somebody tells me like, oh, it's a surprise party or it's a secret, like don't say anything, I will avoid that person until the day, because like I like blurt it out without, you know, like I have
Without
no
thinking about
control.
it.
Yeah. So, and I see her a lot, so I'm very proud of her like not saying anything.
I was very proud of her.
Yeah. Apparently my nail lady knew, and she
Wait,
really
she knew?
Yeah, I guess Danny had told her because they were talking and they were like, whoa, fuck, like what if she wants to get some crazy nails, which I did.
Yeah.
And she was so good at being like, because I had already told her I was gonna get that design and she wanted those pictures. So when I had to tell her I wasn't gonna do it anymore, she was like, oh my god, no, don't even worry about it. It's just so not you. Like she was just so good at like I would have never known that she knew. But yeah, but I mean, I can appreciate that. Like Mario was just really excited, and he is definitely the kind of person that like gets me a gift and comes home. The gift can be for Christmas, and it's like November, and he'll be like, "Do you want to open your gift?" So like,
Guess what I got you?
know, yeah, yeah, it's a surprise, but guess what I got you? Like I know that he gets excited, so like I can appreciate that. That's why he told them, no más por querer andar diciendo, you know?
The brown golden retriever boyfriend.
Yeah. So yeah,
He was
obviously
excited
I did not
and
expect it.
stressed. I remember he would
Yeah.
call me, Melly, get her out of the house. Like, I need to plan this, and I have no time. And I'm like, just go to the bathroom, Mario. It's not that
You're
serious.
so dramatic. Like if I'm always home.
You were always okay. It got to a point where you were working from home so much.
He did tell me that, though.
You were working from home. You can't deny it. You were working from home a lot.
Well, I work from home.
And he's like, the ring guy would try to call me, but it's like, I can't fucking answer.
Yeah.
Like, she's gonna know. What am I gonna say? And then if I walk out and move, like, it's gonna be weird.
Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, walk out to the front, like, open the garage randomly, and be like, hold on. You're gonna be like, what? It's fucking weird. Well, yeah, you work from home, but there got to a point where you were like, I'm not going downtown today, and it was your normal day to go downtown. Then I was like, well, fuck.
Okay.
What do I do? Someone take this chick out on a fucking girls' night. Don't you have friends?
Ay,
What
luego
the
se
fuck?
queja. Luego se queja cuando me voy con mis amigos.
But yeah, no, it was a very stressful time. I was actually really happy because a lot of people don't know how hard I was actually fucking working to get that ring.
He was
I was
hard.
working Monday through Sunday for months.
That's
At one point, I was like, I told her, I was like, she didn't know why, but I was like super stressed out. And on a Sunday, I was like, I'm tired. Like, I am tired of talking to people, of dealing with people, of no like rest whatsoever. And I was broke, and she didn't understand why.
Fucking
It's
working
like, you're
7 days a
working
week.
so much.
Yeah.
You're fucking broke.
She's like, what do you mean you don't have money? You've been working Monday through Sunday the past 4 months. I was like, I'm just broke.
I love that. I respect that.
Yeah, thank you. But it was so when the moment I got it, it was more of like a moment of like happiness and relief, and like I actually held it.
He
and
said, I did that.
yeah, I held the ring, and I was like, wow, this is what this much money looks like.
This is what my 6-month salary
Yeah.
looks like.
So naturally, like how I am, like when I'm drunk, like I just ooze out happiness. It was like kind of like that same exact feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I texted your mom, and I was like, I finally fucking got it. I texted Melly and Danny, and half of my contact books. People I haven't
funny.
talked to in like months. I was like, look what I did.
It was funny because when like we were joking about it, and
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I think the only person that I'm going to be able to tell and is actually going to be surprised is my director at work. And then he looked at me like, well, and I really believed him. For a second, I was like, you did not, dude. Like, but no, he did not. Literally, the only two people I was able to tell were my bosses that didn't know.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny. But I mean, it's okay. Like regardless, they were all waiting for the moment and like they were all just as equally excited, you know.
Yeah.
But it was just funny because everybody would comment like, I've been waiting for this, I've been watching your stories every day since you got to Mexico, like wondering when it was gonna happen.
My mom, ya le preguntó, ya, and I'm like, no, mom, I just got here.
It's 2 in the morning on Tuesday, like I literally just got here.
We just landed. How much time do we have?
3 minutes.
All right. Jesus, pause.
I actually do need to stretch a little. My legs are getting So I obviously had no idea. Mario was super freaking nervous. It was funny because that morning we woke up and we were about to leave to go get breakfast. And he was in the bathroom. So I was like, bueno, voy a dejar que caiga gusto. And so I was like, hey, do you want to meet us downstairs at the coffee shop? Because we were going to this coffee shop that was literally right across the street from an Airbnb. And he was like, yeah, I'll meet you guys there. And I didn't think that was weird either, you know? So I was like, okay. But then I asked him what he wanted me to get him. And he was like, no, I don't want anything. And I was like, Mario never skips breakfast. But at the moment, like, it wasn't weird, you know? Like, it was just like, oh, pues le ha de haber caído mal algo. Are you going to fix that?
Oh, yeah. I didn't see that.
Le ha de haber caído mal algo, whatever, right? So I was like, obviously he knows the tour is going to be a little long and he doesn't want to be like shitting his pants the whole tour. So I didn't like say anything of it. I didn't say anything. And then
we had put pre-work into this.
Yeah.
Like we had told her we had scheduled like a tour at the Castillo. Sorry. I had told her I wanted to take a picture in a certain hallway.
Yeah.
Like
she planted that seed like 3-4 days before that. She was like, hey, like I really want a picture in this hallway. Like, what are you thinking of wearing? Like, I definitely want to wear a really cute outfit to get a really nice picture. And she sent me an example on Instagram and I was like, oh, that is actually a really nice picture, you know? And so then we kind of like talked about that. So I already in my head was like, oh, like, we're going to go look for this hallway when we get there because Millie wants a picture there. And I had seen the hallway before, so I knew we would come across it. And then we were like on our way there and she was like, if we see a photographer, I'm going to ask him to take a picture of me and then send it to me. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Like, I mean, why wouldn't we like do that, you know? And then we get there and this photographer, I didn't know at the time was like our photographer, approaches us. And I was like, no, Miss Melissa, like you fucking manifested that shit. Like
she's like, my friend manifested this. I'm like, yeah, I did.
And they were all like, yeah, la, 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 right? And I was like, dude, that's cool. Fucking Melly manifesting. Like, ve y juega la lotería, no sé. And then, well, it turns out that it was like our photographer. So we were like walking around the castle. So he told us that he was scouting the area for a shoot for a couple, right? And since like Mario and I were walking in, we were holding hands and like acting very much like a couple. I was like, oh, that's not weird. And also like, I know that photographers need help often. So again, like not weird, you know? So like, I really did not think anything of it. And I was like, yeah, I mean, if he's going to send us the pictures, like, I'm fucking down. And so we're walking around. This is what should have given it away. But I think I was just going with it. Like, I really had this very, like, just go with it attitude. And my mom and Melly were like frantically looking for the hallway, like frantically, right? Like my mom was going this way, Melly was going that way. And they were just like, I think it's over here. I think it's over here. No, it's not over here. And then the photographer was like, oh, well, look, this is a nice hallway. And Melly was like, no, but that one's not it. That one's not it. And like the photographer was trying to take pictures of Mario and I there. And in my head, I was like, well, it doesn't matter, Melly. Like, the photographer needs help. Like, I know you want your picture, girl.
The only reason why it was so important to find the hallway first is because it gets really full. Mm-hmm. Like, if we would have gotten to that hallway, like, 5-10 minutes after we did, their proposal would have not gone the way it did because it was full of people after. And it's not like you can stop them from coming in because it's there's like 4 doors they can walk in through. And I'm like, they're going to ruin everything. We have to go now.
And literally not a soul
it was
walked
beautiful.
in. Like not one person walked in the entire time. We were in there for a minute
We were in
because
there for a really
for
long
a
time.
while I was like, what the like that's what kind of was like getting me like weirded out is that he just kept taking pictures. And I
So
was
we
like,
moved. We finally found
Yeah.
the
Oh,
hallway
yeah.
and we get up to the top and he starts taking pictures of them. And they're like walking up and down the corridor or whatever. And then that's when he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we're
That's
like,
when she found out too, because the moment I handed him the ring, the box, he got so shaky.
he got super nervous. So when we found the hallway, Mario stayed behind getting the ring, but obviously I didn't know what he was doing. And I was like, oh no, pues sí, qué bonito, hay que tomarnos fotos aquí. And then he like walked back in and we were doing like a walking photo shoot, right? So like we walked from the end of the hallway down. And when he gave me his hand, he was shaking, but like literally like could not stop shaking his hand. And that's the moment that I was like, oh, okay. Like that, I get it now. Like
This is
it's all
happening.
making sense. Yeah. But like, I don't know. You also don't want to assume such a thing. So like a part of me was still kind of like in denial about it. Cause I was like, or maybe not. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe something else is going on and I just don't know. But then I like turned and my mom's standing there with her phone, Melly standing with 2 phones, and like, the photographer's taking pictures of us. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is like,
Okay, I
it
had
has
2
to
phones
be.
because I was in charge of the video and I had his parents on FaceTime.
Yeah.
And then I'm recording and then you can hear me like tell her mom, like, Carla,
Yeah.
Carla, help me. Your mom's not answering. We need to call your mom.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I have no idea what's happening behind the scenes. It's like I can't hear them or anything. But I just know that Mario's hand is like has not stopped shaking the whole time. So whatever, we like stop halfway on the hallway and like he turns to look at me. So like we're looking at each other. And literally the first words out of my mouth was, oh, this is actually happening.
You can hear it in the video.
Like you could hear it in the video and I'm like, oh, this is really happening. And then he like does his thing and gives his little speech and then like kneels and I don't remember, he doesn't remember either, so we have no idea and you can't hear in the video if he actually asked me like, will you marry me? I just said, of course, when I saw the ring. Like he opened the box and I was like, oh my God, of course. And then I was like, but now that I think about it, like I don't know if like the question was actually
now.
asked.
Yeah, right.
Ask her now.
No, you said as soon as you got the ring, you had to ask me. It's on tape. It's on Jonah's. Eh? Last week.
Last week. Yeah, so then whatever, like it happened and then we kept taking pictures with the photographer. He was with us for a minute. He sent us 600 pictures.
Oh my God, you guys.
601.
Yeah, 601.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He proposed and the photographer's like, okay, now I'm going to take pictures of you guys. And he keeps taking pictures of them. And at this point, there's no people in the hallway, but there's like a lot more people walking around.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this security guard comes in and it's like an old lady. And she's like, you can't be doing this, like in Spanish. She's like, no pueden estar haciendo esto, no pueden. And I'm like, and he's like, I'm just taking pictures. Like, I'm not doing anything. And she was like, no, you can't do that here. You can't do that here. And he's like, I was like, we're almost done. It's okay. So she leaves and he keeps taking pictures. And then she comes back again and she's like, that's it. I'm going to call security. Like, you can't be doing this in here. No pueden estar haciendo eso. And I'm like, señora, están tomando fotos, no están haciendo nada. She's like, es que las fotos no son el problema. No pueden hacer esas cosas como andar pidiendo matrimonio. And I'm like, who hurt you? Like,
Seriously.
who hurt
Sí, estaba
you?
bien ardida
Why
la
are you
señora.
so bitter right
Yeah.
now, lady? And I'm looking at her like, God.
Yeah. So our entire engagement and photo shoot was actually illegal, right? Like you're not allowed to like propose or do anything like any big announcements.
Like
I assume, you
like
know.
professional-
He couldn't record
Yeah.
either. He could only take pictures. That's
Yeah.
why I was in charge of the video, because he couldn't take a video.
Yeah, and so like you couldn't take professional pictures, and it's funny because all the guardias kept saying like, "Es que no pueden posar," and I'm like, "Well, how do you take a picture? Like you don't
Yeah.
pose for your
Like-
pictures? Like they're all candid. Like I find that hard to believe." And at the end too, because I was getting fed up with it too, because it's like
Yeah.
I was like on cloud 9, so I was truly ignoring everything and everyone. Like I didn't care. But the last guy, I was like, God, and I did tell him, I was like, ¿Usted no posa para sus fotos? Like, and then I had to pee, so I was like, I'm out. Like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
What was funny to me was that the lady security guard, the first one. She's like, voy a llamar a seguridad. And I was about to say, I was like, ¿y usted qué es? Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
"Wait,
right?
aren't
I'm
you
like-
security, bro?
No,
Like,
because
what?"
they all kept saying that.
Yeah.
They all kept saying like, le voy a hablar a seguridad. Like they're just like vigilando,
They're
you know?
people.
But,
She like, so they went around the castle because it was at a castle, and they were taking a bunch of pictures. And the lady, I was just watching her, and she, like, I was sitting at a bench, and I would just watch her, and she would go look for them,
Yeah.
like to go see where they were to make sure they weren't taking pictures. And I'm just like, lady,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
have a
some-
Snickers or something.
Seriously.
Because
There was some guardias that didn't care. Like you could tell that
Yeah.
they would say something, but then sorry, Jesus. They would say something, but then like they wouldn't like.
there's
yeah, they
one that I
wouldn't.
thought was gonna yell at me, and then
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, no, come here. And then he was like teaching me how to take the picture. I was like,
But he had already
Yeah.
told us, like he had told us a few
Sí.
times that he
couldn't.
had followed the photographer a few times. So that when he called you over, Mario was like, ahora sí se pueden tomar fotos, ¿verdad? Yeah, so then we took pictures all through the castle, but yeah, we kept getting yelled at, but it's okay. It was part of the experience.
I went prepared and I had like 150.
Oh, like cash? Like to,
Cash.
yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, por
It's
si
because we
acaso,
knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew that it
Yeah,
wasn't
Mario had told
allowed.
me. Yeah.
So that's why I was also like, it has to be right when we get there because it's gonna be empty. And honestly, it was perfect. Like,
Yeah.
it was perfect.
it really was. Like, you would have thought that they rented the hallway.
Also, the
because-
lighting at that time
Yeah.
was.
I'm so
chef's
happy
kiss.
it wasn't the day before.
Oh, I know.
Was
Because
it
the day
cloudy?
before-
As
It was
fuck.
raining.
Yeah.
The day before it was raining. It was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Remember Thanksgiving? It was raining.
And it
Oh,
was
yeah,
like-
it was pretty gloomy,
It
that's
was
true.
gloomy. It was.
It was
sunny.
gloomy. I don't know. I guess since like we had gone to Coyoacán and Xochimilco, I didn't like relate it because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
you know
Yeah.
like the weather changes, but that's true. It was like the whole day was gloomy.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Um,
But yeah, no, I had like 150 in cash, and I was like, por si al caso. But then the photographer was like, you guys don't worry about anything. You guys are with me.
Yeah.
Like if anyone says anything, you guys just keep doing your thing, and I'll take care of it. And I was like, all right. So
and then
so he got the $150 tip.
one of the guardias, again, I was a cloud nine, like taking all these pictures and loving my life. And one of the guardias was like, disculpa, ¿son novios? And I turned around and I was like, sí. And he was like, no pueden estar tomando estas fotos. Y yo, no somos novios. And then I kept walking. And then
The photographer's like, somos gay.
yeah, the photographer had some good clapbacks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he didn't give a fuck.
no.
It was
No.
nice.
No.
I'm surprised he
he
didn't
didn't.
propose to Melly too.
I know,
It's like,
dude.
He fell in love.
He wanted to spend the rest of the day
He
with
was.
us.
I'm surprised he didn't.
He did. I was
Yeah.
like, is he gonna hang out with us the rest of the day? He was trying to give us a
I'm
ride. I was like, what
pretty-
kind of car do you have
That we all
in
fit.
Yeah,
there?
I'm pretty sure he would. Yeah,
He would've spent the
He
rest
would
of
have
the day.
definitely spent the
Yeah,
whole day
there
with
was a
us.
moment where like I didn't know if he was like, oh, vamos aquí y aquí, like a tomar fotos,
Or just to
o
hang
como,
out.
yeah. And I was just like, I mean, yeah, a picture there would be cool, but like, are you gonna take a picture of us,
Yeah.
or are you just want to go hang out with us?
Yeah,
Like,
he's like, han ido a comer aquí, and I was like, are you gonna take a picture of us at the restaurant? Like, I don't.
but
know
he
what-
was really cool.
He's
Like he
super
was
nice.
really nice,
And
really
he
cool.
took
It was
pictures
just
of
funny
us,
though.
too.
He did, yeah. It was just funny the way like things were unraveling at the end that we were like,
By
Yeah.
the time he
Um,
said bye and he did a little head rub, I was like, ooh.
like not one of those. But yeah, and then I don't know, so many like little things happened throughout the trip too. When
The first day, she's like, "Oh my god,
yeah.
I want a picture with my nails. Like they're so nice, and I never post on Nayeli's work, and like I just want to. And I need. How do I take a good picture?" And I'm over here like, "Bitch, just wait like 2 days. Like I don't know what to tell you."
and then like nobody paid attention to me. They were all like, "Oh yeah," and I was like throwing out
Okay, well,
ideas.
fuck my nails.
Yeah, I was like throwing out ideas, and I was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay, like fuck me, I guess." It's the last time I asked somebody for help on a picture for my with my nails, and Mario was just go like this, and I was like, no, like I want like an aesthetic picture of my nails. I don't want to just go like this. But yeah, so I was like, okay, but yeah, I feel like there was a lot of little things that if I really look into now, or like if I would have read into them in the moment, like. When I originally wanted to get the other nails, I showed Mario a picture and I was like, I don't know, I'm between these and these, like the ones that I got and then the ones that I wanted. And he was like dead ass no on the first ones, the ones that I wanted, because we were going on vacation, they were different, you know. So I was like, oh, it's just vacation nails. And he was like, I don't like those. And I was like, Okay. But he never tells me he doesn't like them. You know, he's always just like, those are nice. Let me see something else. Or, you know, and that day I was like, ouch. And then I went to my mom's and I was talking to her and she was like, oh, are you going to get your nails done before the trip? And I was like, yeah, I am, which was also weird because I had just gotten my nails done when she asked me that. But like, it is like a normal question for my mom to ask, like, oh, are you going to get them before the trip? Because we had a couple of weeks in between. But I was like, now that I think of it, I was like, damn, bitch, like, you don't even enjoy the ones I had just gotten done the day before. And she also was like, yeah, I don't really like those. Like, what's your other option? And I showed her and she's like, oh, yeah, I like those, which are very much more my style, much more neutral, like not what I wanted.
The other ones were nice. They were just bold.
Yeah, bold nails, and not. I typically don't go for the bold nails. She would have been
pissed.
I would have, honestly. So like, thanks for saying no to me. And it's funny because I was like, damn, like I really want them, but I'm not gonna get them because
she said I'm gonna listen to Mario.
I'm gonna listen to Mario because he always says I don't listen to him when he says he doesn't like something, or you know, like something along those lines. Like he always says like, no, like you nunca me haces caso para que te doy mi opinión. So I was like, all right, like I'm gonna give him this one and not get those nails. And then so that happened, and then the day before we were in Coyoacán and we were eating churros and there was this guy singing. He was playing the guitar and singing outside, not hired by Mario.
I was broke.
And he was singing Cielito Lindo and I was recording him, and then he smiled at me, or I think I was like smiling as I was recording him, and then he smiled back at me and he was like, oh, ¿cómo te llamas? And like, ya le dije, and he was like, oh, ¿de dónde son? And we were like, de Tijuana. And he was like, oh, estaba para ti. And like, he kept singing Cielito Lindo. And I was like, oh, that was really sweet. And then whatever, he sang the song. Meli gave him a tip. And then he like went on to the next table and sang them a couple songs. But when he finished, he came back to pick up his things. And he looks me dead in the eyes, like dead in the eye, and goes, felicidades. And I was like, and it hadn't happened yet, right? This is the day before. And I was like, oh, muchas gracias. But I was like, felicidades de qué, okay? Like, por estar de vacaciones, por ser de Tijuana. Like, I was just a little confused, but I was like, whatever. Maybe that's just what they say out here. Like, like instead of like, mucho gusto or something, you know?
We were all like,
yeah.
We're like, shit.
And then I look over and my mom and Mario are laughing. And I'm like, what are you laughing at? And they're like, oh, an inside joke. And I was like, friends don't make secrets. Or no, secrets don't make friends. But that was weird, right? It's like he did know, like super fucking weird. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we were walking back from the churros and we went to the mercado, no? Mm-hmm. And when we walked out of the mercado, Meli saw the little pajaritos de la fortuna. So like if you're not familiar with them, they're these little birds that they put in like this little cage and they pick papers for you. So it's like they're picking your fortune. And Meli was like, oh my God, I want to do it. Do you want to go do it with me? And I was like, no, I mean, I don't want to do it, but I'll go with you because I had already done them before. Like I just don't like, it's not something that, you know, like, not that now I believe in it, but like, not that I don't believe in it, but it was just like, I just didn't want to do it. And then when we get there, they do Meli's, and then the guy asks me for my name. And at that point, I was like, all right, whatever. I'm already here, like 50 pesos, whatever it was, right? I was like, I'll do it. So the little pajarito picks my 4 papers, and then the guy goes like, te atrae mucha salud en esta vida. And I was like, oh, well, I've been working on my fitness. So that goes, right? And then I fucking opened the first paper. I'm going to read it to you guys. I'm only going to read the first one. They're all fucking wild. Mm-hmm. But the first one that I read, like looking back on it the next day, I was like, what the fuck? Obviously that day I had no idea. So the day that Mario proposed was actually our 5-year anniversary. So this is the day before our 5-year anniversary. So here I am thinking about like our anniversary coming up the next day. And the paper says, it's in Spanish, so sorry if you don't speak Spanish, but I can't translate this shit. It says, habrá una sorpresa que te levantará el ánimo. Tal vez tu pareja te da algo especial. Puede no ser tangible como un regalo, pero lo tomarás más en cuenta que si te hubiera dado un auto último modelo. Esto los va a unir todavía más. So then I was like, ooh, Mario, ¿qué me vas a dar? Like out loud. Oh, no.
She read it out to us. So we're walking down the street. She's like, can I read these out loud?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I have to keep these to myself or if I can read them out loud.
And then she reads us that, and I'm like walking behind her, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, that little pajarito was on point.
Yeah. And like all the other ones are super on point too. Like it's super crazy.
Related
Yeah. If y'all want to know, just hit me up and I'll read them to you. But basically, it says like, I'll say it in English just in case people that don't understand Spanish. But it basically says that somebody's gonna give me, my significant other or someone special to me is gonna give me a surprise or a gift. It might not be something tangible like the newest car, but whatever he's gonna give me is gonna bring us closer together. So to me, you know, like now, like when I read it, I was like, oh, pues sí, it's
She's
gonna
like,
be our
Mario, ¿qué
anniversary.
me vas a dar?
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, like, ¿qué me vas a dar de regalo? You know?
And
I'm
again,
like,
I'm like, bitch, shut up.
Or you're like stupid fucking birds ruining it.
and then I was like, what did yours say? And he was like, nothing, they're stupid. And he threw them away. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. And then the next day I was like, no mames. Like, I went back to read the papers because, like, now that I read them, it's a lot more intense than that day. But I did read them and I was like, oh, there's a lot of love. There was like one about, like being on a trip, like la gente deseándonos mal o deseándome mal, pero nada que un viaje no arreglaría, which like we were already on a trip. And then something like about an angel, like taking care of me. So I was like, okay, like that's interesting. But also like tied to love, you know?
All of them.
Yeah, all of them was crazy. And then, yeah, so that happened. And then he proposed to me. And when we were at the park, this was like during the time that, we were buying chips because we were a little, well, Mario was hangry, but we were a little hungry. And then I wanted some pictures with some chips. A little, like a yellow butterfly flew around us, but it stayed there for like, I would say like a solid minute.
Yeah,
like it
while.
sí
Yeah.
se
Like,
quedó un buen
you
tiempo.
for a while, and then it stopped in front of you.
Yeah. And then I took, like, when I started taking the video of it, it started to, like, fly away. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because I know that butterflies have, like, different meanings, but they can be pretty spiritual or, like, you know, like, have a deeper meaning. So I looked it up, and it was pretty spot on. So I was like, okay. All right. I guess I am supposed to be with him.
I guess the universe wants
Yeah. I guess we are meant to be. No, but yeah. So that was cute. I mean, I just feel like the whole trip had, like, really great energy and like we had a great time, like aside from the fact that, you know, like Mario and I got engaged and stuff, like I felt like the trip was a great time. This all happened the last day, so I mean we had to have had a good trip the prior days, you know. We ate some amazing food, some expensive food, but amazing food.
Came back broke.
Yeah.
For real.
The area we stayed in was really nice.
Yes.
Melly hadn't gotten there yet, but the first night we went to one of North America's top 50 bars. Really? And the drinks were actually really good.
They had a guest bartender.
A guest bartender, yeah. What was his name? Remy Salvage?
No me acuerdo, algo así.
Yeah, I think his name was Remy
Yeah.
Salvage.
It's like French, right? Yeah.
The drinks were really good. It's funny because like I read the menu and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like any of these, but there was one with gin. Like I really like gin, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that one, and it was so good. But the one that was like the old fashioned that so Mario and my mom couldn't decide, so they each got one, and then they were like switching back and forth. But the old fashioned style one was so good. It definitely wasn't an old fashioned, but like they related it to it, you know. But once it came, I was like, oh wow, this one's actually really good. What else did we do? We went to Xochimilco. So Mario had never been to Mexico City, so we had to give him like the full tour. Yeah.
Piggy.
Oh,
Bitch,
man.
why'd you have to remind me?
Because I still want it.
Ya no me acordaba. Ay.
So we did Xochimilco, and it's like you're going through like these, what are they, canals?
Yeah.
And there's like food vendors. There's literally like what are they called, nurseries that you can stop and like
Buy
get
plants
at. And there was this one stop that we did where they showed you like the native
fish, the
I
axolotl.
don't know what it is.
It's a
but
fish.
Yeah,
well,
fish.
yeah, it's
Like
a fish that turns
fish,
into an
frog,
amphibian.
Yeah.
And they like telling you about it, but it's like they're really just selling them.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I want to see it. So I didn't know, but we go in there and then I see them on. I'm like, oh, and then we go into another room and then they have like snakes. They have an owl.
They had a full-on owl,
Yeah.
pobrecito.
Yeah, and then they had a little pig like this big. And I
was a
really
micro
wanted to
picky.
take him home with me, but
We all did. I like low-key cry when I think of. I had honestly forgotten about it, and now I'm never gonna forget about it. Like it's one of those things, you know. But I was so sad. And then you guys took pictures of him, and I was like, I don't want to keep seeing him.
We could have definitely bought it and like given it to Martin.
He was expensive.
he was.
He was like
It was.
6,000
expensive.
pesos.
If not,
algo
I
así.
would have gotten it, but I was like, I also like, you know, can you fly with? Like they're like, we'll
Well-
give you the paperwork, but I mean, like, how legit is your paperwork?
Yeah.
I think you
know
could
what
have
I mean?
flown domestically within Mexico, so you
But
would have
probably
been fine flying
crossing
into
into
TJ,
San
but
Diego,
flying
then,
into
like,
San Diego might have
Imagine
been
we're
the
crossing
issue.
the
Or
CBX.
crossing.
With
What is that?
Fucking pig.
Yeah.
It's my Frenchie.
But Xochimilco was cool.
Yeah.
I had
Which-
mole.
Oh.
I was a little scared, but I was like, I really want to try like something from here, like authentic. And they're like, well, the mole is really good here, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna try it.
Yeah.
I have a thing with like street food after
Yeah.
I got sick in Costa Rica, but I was like, I'm just gonna trust it, and it was so
really
good.
good.
I'm like eating it, and I'm like telling Pao like, is it wrong of me to be enjoying this much?
No, it was really good.
Yeah,
I agree.
It was.
And the music was good.
Yeah, we got a mariachi for a
Chips,
few songs. What
Hella
were you gonna say?
chips.
No, that I really wanted all the street food.
Oh yeah.
But we were like walking around so much, and I'm just like, dude, I don't want to be like in the middle of el centro and like having to
Having it-
shit my pants. And it's like when you go to the public, it's not like here where you can like pop into a Walmart and take a
You
shit.
kept saying that.
Yeah,
Te dan
so
unos papelitos.
yeah, and they give you like two little like. So if anyone's
Where it was
never
like 10
been,
pesos.
yeah, no one's ever been to like actual Mexico, and that's it. It's like that in a lot of places in Latin America.
Yeah.
It's like it's like that in El Salvador too, where it's like you'll go to a public restroom, but you pay like in this case 10 pesos to use the restroom, but then they give you like 3 little rolls of paper, and it's like, dude, if I go and take a shit, like, what is this gonna do? You know?
Mario walks out without socks.
Yeah, I was gonna lose all my socks. Walk out without underwear. I'm gonna
Yeah.
need a shower after this. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's funny. What else?
But I did want it all, like the
esquites.
torta de
Oh, the
tamal.
torta de tamal. You didn't get that shit. We have a minute.
No, I was just so scared of like having to go to the bathroom the whole time. And then the esquites the last day, they looked so good.
Yeah, they did. They smelled good too.
So fucking bomb.
The tacos.
The tacos
were
on the
good.
last day were
Yeah.
so good. We had to pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
We're back.
So we were saying about the tacos. So it was funny because the driver that we had for the Luis Miguel concert, we asked him, no, like,
Yeah.
¿usted ha ido a estos tacos? And he was like, sí. And we were like, oh, ¿qué tal? And he was like, malísimos.
Malísimos.
And we were like, oh, damn, that sucks. But in our experience, the tacos in Mexico City are actually
Fucking
really bad.
horrible.
So I was like, well, what's bad to him?
Yeah.
Because he's from here, you know? And he like recommended some other ones, and I Googled them and they didn't look that great. So I was like, oh, I don't know. This looks like Mexico City tacos. I'm good. But the ones that Meli wanted to go to did actually look good. So I was like, oh. And we didn't realize how close it was to our Airbnb. And on the last day we walked there, and I'm so glad we walked there. Like
Best
they were
last meal. They
so
were
good.
so
I actually
good.
want to go back just to eat those tacos.
I was
honestly,
so mad.
That you went on the last day.
Yeah,
and not
I
every
was.
And it was so
day?
close.
Yeah. Okay, granted, we did eat a lot of good food.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, I don't even want to talk about it because that shit was expensive.
Most expensive dinner, but the best
Yeah.
food I've ever had.
It was really good, yeah.
And then the day that Bao and I got engaged, we went to Ling Ling,
Oh yeah, that was
and
good.
that was really good. The whole trip just had really good food. But when we went to that taco spot, I was so pissed because I was like, you're telling me this thing was a 7-minute walk from our Airbnb and we only came
Again.
once? Like, I was so angry.
Yeah. No, they were really good. What else did we do? I don't know. Le dimos la recorrida a Mexico.
We ate a
We
lot.
ate, yeah.
That's what we did. We
Todo-
ate,
yeah.
we sightseed, we
We
did what
did
we
everything.
could.
I
There
came
were a lot of places that were closed down due to protests.
Yeah, which was sad.
that week. Yeah.
when we got back, I got the biggest fucking gout attack.
Did you?
You did.
I don't doubt it.
My knee was like,
He did,
like
yeah.
one of the days I couldn't get up.
I
couldn't
hadn't
get out
heard
of
him
bed.
yell that hard in a really long time.
Yeah.
Like he literally was like, ah, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. And, like I
Like,
couldn't
yeah.
roll. So for those of you that don't know how bad gout is, like it's uric acid
pirate
buildup.
disease.
Yeah. So basically, it's another form of arthritis, but there's so much uric acid buildup in your joints that it like literally
Crystallizes.
Yeah, pero se inflama todo. At one point, I couldn't get out of bed, and like even like the
Damn,
weight
that bad.
the weight of our comforter on our bed.
Te dolía.
Yeah, like I had to take it off, and it was fucking cold that day. So I was like, "Fuck it, me voy a morir de frío." I was like, I either die from the pain of my knee, or I
cold.
die of pneumonia. Like either way, I'm fucking dying.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting up that day, and then Bao came back from the gym, and she goes, "Oh my God, where's your knee?"
Dude, it was like he non-existent. Yeah, it was bad. And I think it was like a mixture of things. Like we did eat a lot. We didn't drink a lot, but I mean, it was like multiple days of drinking.
We walked
I think
a
the
lot.
stress in your body too. Like you
Yes.
probably weren't allowing your body to let you release the uric acid that way because like you were stressed and you knew you were anticipating something, you know. But like once you relax and you were like,
Yeah.
you know,
Your
like
body
your body
felt
just
all
kind
of
of
it.
felt it.
Yeah, because once we came back, I like OD'd in all my medicine, and I was like, I need it because I felt it.
You
like
felt
my
it
I
coming.
felt it coming.
Thank God it happened here and not
Yeah.
when we were
Not
out
there.
there.
he wouldn't have been able to kneel.
No, I'd have been like, sorry, you got to kneel for yourself. And then I got it, but then again too, because of the whole bathroom situation, and it's like fucking 10 pesos every single time I had to go pee. Y se por sí, I was going peeing like every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't drink a lot of water, and that obviously, I mean, that flushes your liver, that flushes your system. So I didn't drink a lot of. I think I
Yeah.
drank a liter of water within the 5
Yeah,
days.
we didn't drink a lot of water at all. Like we drink a lot of water here.
See,
so-
yeah, like I drink more than a liter a day here, and like over
that's all you
there,
had all
yeah,
weekend.
Yeah,
and that's all I
all
had the whole 5-6 days.
Yeah.
And so when I got here, like 2 days after, my knee was just like non-existent. But
All right. Well, that was the engagement story. If you guys want to know more, send your Q&As to Comadreando.
please, yeah, because if not, we could do a whole ass other
Yeah,
part on this.
like I think I covered the gist of everything, but I'm sure there's details we're missing and so many other things. Honestly, it was an amazing time. I feel extremely lucky. There's actually this song that I started listening to the other day for the first time, and I hadn't told you when I sent it to you, but I told Melly the other day. I literally cried.
Oh.
Like I heard the song and like I couldn't stop crying. And
What song was it?
La de Karina.
Oh,
the
like,
cover.
that's it.
And it's a cover, and that's the thing. Like I had heard the song before, but I had never heard it in Spanish. I don't know. It's such a beautiful song, and like I feel like it like got my emotions all kinds of. All
And
over
it
the place.
fits. It's like perfect. So like
Yeah.
I had heard this song, and then once she told me, I'm like listening. I'm like, oh, I cried.
Yeah,
Mi amiga la enamorada.
yeah.
Well, like your mom didn't cry during the proposal, but as soon as she saw my TikTok, she
Oh
started
my
started
god!
crying.
Okay, but
Yeah.
your TikTok
That's-
was
yeah.
so cute.
Yeah, sí te la rifaste con eso. No, I'm really, really, really thankful for all of the behind scenes help from my mom and from Melly. I know that me or Mario would never be able to get through this life without either of you. And I really appreciate everything that you did and all the effort and the time that you put into it. And I love you, and I'm super excited to be engaged.
starts crying.
Yeah.
No, I love you too. It was a lot, and Melly, thank you. Melly and Danny were probably the first people that I told. Well, Melly and
Besides
Danny
my mom.
actually started helping me. I don't even think it was like a year ago. I think it was more than
Like
a year
2
ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
"Ya
very-
pa'
that's what
cuando,
everybody's
güey?"
saying.
Yeah, I think it was about like 2 years ago. And no, more.
It's been a while since we've been looking at rings.
Yeah.
A
Because the
while.
first rings that I sent Melly and Danny was when I bought this chain.
Yeah,
And
that was a long time ago.
you
We
thought
were at the apartment.
You thought I was dropping money just to drop money.
Well, you kind of did. You
Well-
didn't have to buy the chain.
Well, yeah, but it was pretty. But I was like, I need to come home with something. It's like, she'd be like, you went over there 3 times and you didn't get anything. And I was like, fuck.
Meanwhile, she's like, why the fuck is he buying a chain right now?
Yeah, I was on unemployment, dude.
Facts. I was like,
fuck.
what the fuck is going on?
So it's been.
Where are your priorities, Mario?
So it was definitely. It was a long time coming. It was a lot of planning.
At one point, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just have it here. I'll set it up
Yeah.
for you. Like,
Yeah.
2 weeks before we left.
Really?
Like, yeah, Melly was like, "We'll just do it here. We'll go to Valle. I got you." And that's when I was stressing out, and I was like, "Dude, this chick doesn't leave the house. How do I plan this with you?" And then
It's because Mario's a caller. And he
He
likes
is.
to talk
Yeah.
on the phone,
You know,
and that's why
I'm not a
the
caller.
stress.
He
I
called me a
know.
few times. And I'm
Yeah.
like, do I want to answer? I'll answer.
And shout out to my suegra too. Like there was a few times where I would call her like after work and I'd be like, what if I just do it now? Like just super spontaneous. And then she's like, no. It's like,
I'm glad you didn't. I think
Yeah.
the way that it happened was perfect, and I think that
Yeah.
the choice that you made out of the multiple choices you had in Mexico City was the perfect one.
yeah. Your mom would
Agreed.
definitely, your mom and I would definitely like, we collaborated a lot. And she would send me a lot of like different videos and TikToks and like yaki or like different, or Google, not really
Yeah.
TikToks. Or like she would Google places yaki. And I was like, no, because we were in between a lot of different places. We were like Xochimilco, and we can like paint one of the trajineras. And then in la Plaza Garibaldi.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't go for that
Yeah.
one. Like I understood why, because of like the mariachis and stuff, but La Plaza and see, like it's
Yeah.
not very nice, you know. Like,
Yeah. And then
so I'm glad that wasn't.
and
the
then there
choice.
was a restaurant choice, and I was like, no, para un restaurante lo hago aquí o en Valle.
Yeah,
And then we all stumbled across the castle, and I was like, this is perfect. And then it was where in the castle, and I'm really glad we found that they have that fucking
Yeah.
hallway, because if not, I didn't really like the
Like
outside.
we didn't like the
yeah.
outside view was nice, but
Yeah.
once we like, I remembered that hallway too from
Yeah.
when we went. So I was like, that hallway has to be it.
Yeah.
Like
no, it was perfect.
perfect.
It was perfect for sure in every way.
Yeah,
So
and there was a lot of planning. The day I actually faked having to take a shit when you guys left.
oh my god, the day at the library at
Yeah.
the breakfast spot.
Yeah.
We thought Mario was in the bathroom for like a solid 20
no, bitch,
minutes.
I knew he was.
Well, I thought he was in the
but
bathroom.
I was like, how do I play it off? And I'm like, damn, se lo tragó la taza, okay? And then Mario's outside on the phone, and I'm like, and then you kept walking towards the door. And I'm
It's because
like,
I was hot, and so I
Oh,
was
yeah.
ready to like go
Yeah.
outside. Yeah.
I'm like, who do I say he's on the phone with?
And the only reason I didn't walk out is porque como estaba chispeando. So I was like,
sí.
oh, I don't want to be in the rain, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't walk out, and I would just walk
There
back in.
were a few instances. So like that one, the day of the engagement, when you guys went to the cafe, I had to call him. And I was like, shit, when do I call him and tell him I'm like, wait? She had your mom's number, but then I was like, no, well, if we're in the Uber,
It's gonna be weird. for me to
yeah,
get a
like
call.
Carla's gonna be like, you know, like, or do I call him? So there was a few instances where I was like, shit, she's gonna think I'm cheating.
And it's funny because he says a bunch of things like that where like apparently he wasn't connecting to his CarPlay, like yo ni en cuenta.
There was a lot
like,
of stuff. Like I well, definitely you guys have to like send in your Q&As, because I have a whole ass other side to
Yeah.
tell. Because there was a lot of, I mean, there was like 2 years planning with Meli, my suegra, Danny, coordinating with the photographer, not like I said, like you said, not plugging in my phone into
Yeah.
the car, going on D&D like at 3 p.m.
Okay, so that I did notice, and like I did think it was a little weird, but you do put your phone on do not disturb, and like I've never.
When I
like,
drive, I do put it on D&D.
yeah, I guess I've never noticed that, but like I've never felt like you've
Like
never
a
given me a
weird
reason to like
vibe or
believe that you're doing it
Yeah.
because you're being shady, you know? Like there was reasonings behind it, and I always understood it. So like I guess that wasn't weird to me, but the DN, like I would turn around and I would see your phone on D&D, and there was a couple of times that I was like, the fuck, but I was like, whatever. Like again, like I'm not the kind of girl that's gonna go through his phone, you know? Like I was like, pues lo que vaya a hacer va
I
a
would
ser.
text him in the mornings. Are you home or are you at work? To know if you were there or
That's
not.
it. And like now that I like think about it, like I did see you talking to Katia a lot. And like there was one day where I was like, oh, he talks to Katia a lot. Like
Someone's got to tell Ozzy.
but like not in a, you know, like again,
No,
not in
but it
a
was
weird
just
way, but it was
like
just like you guys probably talk more than Katia and I talk, and like we talk a lot, you know. So
Yeah.
there was like moments like now that I look back on it, I'm like, yeah, okay, it all makes sense now, but it obviously didn't at the time. When we were in Costa Rica, Meli was like, try this ring on. I was like, okay. And again, like that's another one I look back on, like, oh, I should have put it on the ring finger because I'm pretty sure I tried it on this.
But that helped me figure it out.
Yeah.
And then I think my mom got a ring the size of your ring.
Mm.
And so at first I was like, I don't know if it'll fit her. Like, because before your ring finger used to be bigger.
Yeah, it was.
And so then when my mom got that ring, I grabbed it and I tried it on and I texted him right away. I was like, "Sí le va a quedar. Like it fit me. Like if it fits me, it's gonna fit her. Maybe big, pero le va a quedar." My thing was like, imagine it didn't fucking go on your finger. I was like, "Oh no, we cannot have that."
No. I'm glad that it fit. It did fit big, and we did have to get every size. But it actually fit better out there than it did when we got here. When I put it on here for the first time, I was like, "Oh, I can't wear it." Like it was just like way too loose.
The altitude,
I was like,
la
comida, estamos hinchados. Yeah. So but apparently Mario has a whole other side. Maybe we saved that. It's like we're between like giving you guys a little bit of comadreando today, or still talking about the wedding. I don't know.
There are a lot of comadreando. So
Melly wants to do some comadreando. I am gonna split it today though, because we do have a lot of them. Yeah. So if you don't hear yours this episode, yours will definitely be in the next episode. Just because we've been here for a while, and we have a lot to talk about. But Melly really wants to do comadreando. So
but before we get into comadreando, I'm just gonna leave you guys with a little PSA. Whenever you guys have a friend that's gonna get married, please text whoever is gonna propose. A little
come up with an emoji.
Yeah, come up with an emoji. Melly did it right. Melly was like, "Hey, are you home? Is she around?" And Melly never texts me.
No, but I never saw you guys texting.
But everybody else, I was like, "Bro, Pau is right fucking next to me, and you guys are asking me if I've done it yet." It's like, no, send me an emoji. I don't know, send me a fucking stupid TikTok, and I'll know, like a cue, like something's like, "Hey, I'm about to ask you something. Make sure she's not around."
Yeah. Like thumbs up it or something.
Yeah, but there was a lot of instances where like a lot of people would be like, "Did you do it yet?" And I was like, "Bro, I'm fucking opening the message right next to her." And it's normal. Like Pau doesn't really check up on me or like check my shit, but it's normal if my phone rings and she's like, "Oh, you know, like who?"
Well, it's like you just like you open the phone and you like look. Like it's like an instinct.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
who texted us?
Yeah. And I mean,
but on that note.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna give y'all a little bit of comadreando. Like I said, if you don't hear yours on this episode, you will definitely hear it on the next episode. So don't be sad. All right, Jesus. This is it. Drop it.
1, 2, 3.
Comadreando. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Comadreando. This time with Melly here. Oh, we got a response while we were sitting here. Or something while we were sitting here. It went up. Now we got even more, guys. This is good. I like this. All right. I have a really long one, so bear with me. It says, I am a caregiver, and the lady I take care of has another caregiver that helps her when I'm not on my shift. Well, I had been hearing things, noises, or the water turning on, like someone showering upstairs. The lady I care for is in a wheelchair and can't go upstairs anymore. So I casually asked her if she had family over. She replied that she was letting the other caregiver, Ashley in quotations, stay over sometimes because she was having car troubles. Anyways, a few days pass and I catch Ashley and her boyfriend making noise. If you know what I mean, if you know what I mean, upstairs. And I asked the lady if she allowed Ashley to bring men over, to which the lady said no. That's her. Oh, she said, to which the lady said, no, that's her. I don't know. Uncle? I think they meant to write uncle.
Maybe.
Okay, we're going to say it says uncle. To which the lady said, no, that's her uncle and he picks her up sometimes. So I nodded and said, okay. I reported this to my company and no one did anything. I fear that this was suspicious character might hurt the lady I care for, or worse, do something like steal from her. Anyways, last night I asked her if I could set up my small camera and try to catch them. This is a total breach of privacy, but I want to help protect the lady I work with. So long story short, I caught them both saying that they want to take over the lady's place when she croaks, and they found my small camera. I have yet to go to work. My days are Wednesday and Fridays. I am hoping the company I work for does something to help us. I have already reported this to a friend that works with the county. Elder abuse, so we'll see what happens. Thanks for the opportunity to stay anonymous. Take care, guys.
Jesus.
Wow. That's fucked up. And I'm really glad that you set up the camera, even if they found it. I'm sorry. Like, I hope there's no retaliation on that end, you know?
Anything,
yeah. But I think you did the right thing. It makes me so upset when like people think it's okay to just like I know it's
advantage of
elderly,
old
it's
people.
elder abuse. It is, but like just like you take advantage of people. Yeah, like, I don't know. That makes me so sad. It actually made me feel a little weird. You did the right thing.
Yes. you
Stay
did.
safe. Let us know if like they do actually do something about it, or if they don't. If they don't, I'm gonna fuck shit up.
And follow your gut instinct, because
Yeah.
if you would have
Yeah.
never done that, like, you know.
Yeah.
I actually do know a lot of people in that space.
Oh yeah,
You
used
do.
to work.
So
Oh, that's
I
true.
mean, if you do feel comfortable DMing me, I'll still keep it anonymous, and I can
try to help.
try to help as much as I can.
Yeah.
I was working with that for a very long time, so if not, just send it in comadreando.
And Mario
just-
has a soft spot for viejitos.
I really
so
do. I love viejitos.
he'll help out as much as he can. Yeah. Okay, we're moving on to the next one. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of people from high school, but one person that caught my eye was this hottie from high school, but he is not a hottie anymore. Super chunky with a beard and looked like a different person.
Is it me?
People change. People change, all right? People change. I
Dad
mean,
bods are in.
yes, they are. I don't know when you were in high school. So, like, what if it was last year? And, like, well, that sucks.
No.
But if it's been, like, 10 years, then I could see why people just change, you know?
Hey, but stop being so.
I have a comment to make, but I'm just
Make your comment.
Stop being so.
no shade, but it feels nice to sometimes see some people who used to be big fucking assholes in high
Yeah.
school, and they look like shit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah,
That's
life-
true. That's what life
got
did to you. Mhm.
I was gonna say stop being so superficial, but and then Melly does have a point though too. Like, let us know if this person was an asshole.
Yeah, that's
or,
true.
yeah, we need to know more backstory to
No,
this,
that
because
is
if this was a
super true.
nice guy and he just was
Poor
quiet,
guy.
te peló or whatever the case
Yeah.
is, and let my man be or whatever. But I mean, if he was a dick, then okay, I get you.
And yeah, life.
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch. Okay. First date horror story. Oof. I met up with an OK Cupid guy at a local barbecue place. Is this a new one? I had never
Yeah,
heard of
it's-
OK
it's not
Cupid.
neo, but
That's pretty old. How
Yeah?
old are you? Yeah.
I have never heard of it. Okay.
Fucking Christian Mingle.
What was the other one? The one that they would do the
Plenty of
commercials?
fish.
Oh,
Plenty
there
of
was
Fish.
plenty of fish, but there was another one. I can't think
Christian
of it.
Mingle is the one
It's
that
the
I
one
remember
That
the
one's
most.
funny, yeah.
Same.
Okay. Local barbecue place. During dinner, he ate ribs while chewing with his mouth open. That's a no-go for me. Wiped the barbecue sauce from his hands onto his white tank and pants. Tried to feed me by hand and only talked about the gym and his mother, who he FaceTimed on our date to introduce me. I hope you ran. I hope you fucking got the bill, let him pay, and ran. Honestly, like, let alone the whole like FaceTiming her and talking about the gym,
eating.
the eating, like
No.
that is such a red flag for me. The first thing I would have been like, yep, no. Even like just a loud chew is a no-go for me.
You are really bad with loud chews.
I hate it.
She
I
hates
can't.
it.
It's
Yeah.
literally
She
like
really
a trigger
does.
point
Yeah,
for
no.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will. I don't care who you are. I'll
She
turn
will
and
say
fucking
it.
say something because I can't.
It's not mine.
I try to be very conscious about that, especially when we're out with people. Like, Bao knows how I eat.
Yeah.
But like when we're out with people, especially like in a very large group, like I have the bad habit of eating very fast.
Yeah, you do fast.
So like I'm just there and I'm just concentrating on food. But then like at one point I'm like, oh shit, hold on. I'm like halfway through my plate and they haven't even dug into their chicken or
Yeah.
That's
whatever.
how my dad is.
Yeah.
I feel like men normally eat a lot faster.
Yeah.
Like Diego
But
eats
it's
really
just, like,
fast.
there's just some people that like close your mouth.
Yeah.
Like
It's the way you're eating.
dude,
Yeah.
eat
Yeah.
fast, whatever, but close your mouth.
Yeah.
Or like when you talk with your mouth full.
Oh yeah.
Like at least do one of these.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely a
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, me too.
Or
But
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know.
like eat something too big. I'm like,
Yeah.
or I'm a let me finish this. Hold on.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you ran.
horrible first date. I am
Yeah.
sorry you
Yeah.
had to experience that.
Me too. But I do hope you ran away. I just recently got out of a long-term relationship and it's y la novia season. How do you guys think I should approach this dreaded question? ¿Y mi tío?
¿Y los papeles? ¿Y
Um,
mis primos?
I guess it depends. Like, I would just be like, pues,
Well, no, I.
¿cuál de todas?
Oh,
I don't know. Pues no hay.
Well, it depends. Does it say? No, it doesn't say how long, right?
No. It just says long-term relationship.
That's hard.
Honestly,
That is
it
hard,
sucks.
yeah.
It sucks. It's like I went through that, and it's just well, he's not here no more. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. You know, like
And that's what it is.
then
I
you
mean,
just-
people
I'm a
need to
very
respect.
vocal person, so I will express it and be like, didn't work. You know.
Yeah.
But it is an awkward, especially if you're not that close with your family or like that like the vibe. But.
Yeah. And like people just need to respect that. Like, pues la novia ya no está, güey.
And
Era
honestly,
mi novia,
the more
no
you
tuya.
say it, the easier it gets to just accept. Like, it is what it is. She was here, now she's not.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah. I'm a jokester, so I would just crack a joke.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah,
I
you
could see that
definitely would.
from you.
Pues no sé, me puso los cuernos.
Pues no sé, ella anda con otro.
Yeah. Prefirió el Sancho.
All right, I'm gonna do 2 more and then we're done for the day, you guys. I'm sorry, this was a short comadreando.
You want to read through? I was gonna say, you want to read through some of them and pick and choose, or are you just gonna go down?
I'm just gonna go down the
Okay.
list. Why? Do you want me to pick and choose?
No, the one that I saw you already read.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was a long one.
I'm just gonna go down the list. So I'm sorry if I didn't get to yours today. Hi, PM and J. First off, congrats, Comadre Pau and Mario. I hope this episode we get to hear the proposal story. Love you guys. Well, you did get to hear the proposal story. Yay.
Thanks.
And dun, 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 we have a Suegra Lover update.
Ooh.
Hi, PM and J. Suegra Lover here. Sorry I have been MIA, but like I said, I still tune in every week. I've been gone because my girlfriend is now pregnant.
Nice.
So I've been working extra, but I guess it's safe to say I'll be sticking around the family for a lot more.
Who's your girlfriend? Your girlfriend or your
Or your
girlfriend?
suegra.
My God.
Well, congrats.
Wait.
Honestly,
At least it was the girlfriend and not the
And
mom.
not the suegra. Dude, imagine. It's
Well,
your
I mean,
girlfriend,
either
right?
one,
Not
it's
the
like,
suegra.
yeah.
do you plan on stopping the whole suegra thing?
I don't think he does. No, he said it before that
Yeah.
it's just too addicting and too good, and he
my
can't. Yeah. He knows. We judge hardcore. He knows,
He
but
stays.
we love it. We
Yeah.
love all the updates, and we're here for the updates. But
Congratulations.
on the pregnancy. I can't wait to hear all about the pregnancy.
Don't have the baby. Like, what kind of fucked up family are you bringing it into? Don't have the fucking baby. Like, you
Which
did
one's my
not
mom?
ask for this. Like, imagine just walks in on you, the grandma, like, oh
Yeah.
God.
That is a possibility now.
Poor
Has this changed
fucking
you?
kid.
Knowing that you're having a kid, has it changed the way that you think?
Don't have the baby.
Probably not, because can he? Oh yeah, he can't have sex while she's pregnant. Huh?
All right. Well, like I said, congratulations. Melly says
congrats
don't
from
keep
me.
don't keep the
No
baby.
congrats from me.
How does your suegra feel about the baby?
Yeah,
I have questions. One day, like in 10 years, if we don't have this podcast again anymore, we're gonna meet and we're
Yeah.
gonna sit and we're gonna fucking talk
With the baby.
with the baby, with the
No,
10-year-old
we're hoping the baby's
baby.
not here. Okay.
Melly's very adamant about that
Fuck
one.
that. Don't be bringing kids into
Oh,
fucked up situations.
God.
They didn't ask for it. Selfish ass.
And that's how you end it with a bang. Thank you so much for your update. We were waiting for it. I think the last one we talked about it.
Yeah.
No, we were like, where's the suegra
The
lover
the
at?
suegro lover hasn't popped
The
up
suegro lover has not popped
ever
up.
since they found her chonies.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Y'all are-
But thank you so much. Keep sending them. Just because I didn't read them all this week doesn't mean that I won't get to all of them.
We just talked too much.
We just
Yeah.
there was too much going on today. So this was supposed to be the proposal episode, and we tried to do a little bit of both. But yes, thank you so much for sending them in. Keep sending. Don't stop. The link is always in the bio. You don't have to wait for us to put a story, you guys.
Although
when
you guys
something
did-
happens, I want you to be like, Comadre Pau, and then go in there and write it.
Yeah. Although you guys did very good today.
Yeah, that was great. That was a
Yeah.
really cool response.
I was not expecting Comadreando. I posted it in the morning and I was like, oh, we're not going to get anything. And then next thing you know, poof,
Yeah,
it blew up.
it was nice.
Yeah.
But all right. Any last words? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm getting prepared. Practicando estamos. Hey, babe.
what?
That was our first comadreando session as fiancés.
Ah.
You gotta start
Love
that.
it.
You
Love
gotta
I know,
start
I
that
have to.
series. You gotta start that series and the Heartbreak Mario series.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do.
But
We got 9 seconds.
anyways, guys, we love you. We're out of here. Melly, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure.
Yes, thank
We love you. Send in your Q&As. Promise we will add more. Y como siempre, guys, live your best life. Fight your fears. At the end of the day, the only thing that you regret are the things that you did not do. So vive con huevos, guys. Links in the bio. We love you. We out of here. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.